aggregate of all your wisdom together, so I'm the wisest. I'm not the strongest man, but from this day, my strength is aggregate of all your strength, so I'm the strongest. I'm not the tallest, but from today, my heart is all the height of Igbos, men and women, young and old put together. So I want to assure you that this job, I'm going to rise to the challenge. It's going to be a collective responsibility. I'm going to work with everybody, and I can.
Fellow Biafrans, join us as we come up with a new gazette. Come on, support as you always do. We have come live, gazette. We have come live again in order for us to create more awareness on things which you have observed and appreciate what we are doing. And because of your appreciation, we have to continue doing the good work until Biafra is restored. We call on all Biafrans, if you come here, you share. Let us hear from Chief Emmanuel Iweanyanwu, and we will analyze the reason why the dragon, Mazi, the Prime Minister, said he is still in our good book. So share this message as you come. Let's hear him again.
Can be rest assured that we are not going to fail.
So today is a great day for all people to come together to stand behind him. You know that going forward from here, you will be expecting a very firm and resolute leadership from Igbo. He's not expecting anything from anybody at his age. He's over 80 now, and with that age, Iweanyanwu has been a multi-millionaire and billionaire over the years. So he's not somebody who can come down to offer anything to abandon his people.
Producers, if you struggle finding sounds and samples that work for you, then you have to check out this plugin. It's called Arcade, and it's my #1 go-to for building tracks.
And we are
joining us on the morning show this morning to discuss his inauguration as the new president of Ohaneze Ndigbo and all he hopes to achieve during his tenure is Chief Emmanuel Iweanyanwu. Good morning and welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Well, congratulations on your inauguration yesterday by the Imeobe and your emergence as the President General of the Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide. You had said in some of your remarks that your ambition was to have been President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But now you are President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide. Well, President is President. How do you feel and what are your plans?
Well, thank you very much. I think, is that Ruben? Is that Ruben talking to me?
Yes, sir. Morning, sir.
Okay, Ruben. Ruben, we're all friends and colleagues. I'm glad to meet you once more. I want to thank Arise Television for this opportunity, and please my best regards to our dear friend and colleague Ndoka. And Arise have done very well. Yes, I'm now the President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, and that position convey of.
So, Biafrans, there is a reason we are playing this.
The leadership of Igbos.
There is a reason we are playing this, repeating this, because there are two things and three things which is happening in Biafran land. There are one way and another searching for powers. But glory to God that God has given us someone like Simon Ekpa as the Prime Minister. If it happens that Biafrans are still fighting for power, the program yesterday would have been different. But the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has come to change completely narratives of our people, the way we think, the way we reason, the way we analyze things. That is exactly what he has come to change. He has automatically changed everything concerning Igbo people. Because when you see Iwu Anyanwu here, they said he already campaigned for Nigerian president, but he ended up as a president of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Him here is addressing as the president of Nigeria, explaining what he can do, undermining that he don't know where his limit get to. So, and we are here to understand the reason why we must support him. The Prime Minister has made it open for everyone that Iwu Anyanwu is one of our own. He said he is the strongest and he is the wisest with our power. And what are we doing is to make sure that our eyes is on him. We know these elites. What we are trying to do is to make sure that we let him know that we know the corruption inside these elites. We are not going to give them chance at all until they begin to ride on our own track. That is why. Because we can't go on beating around the bush every now and then. And we can't go on watching these people to be messing up our lives. And that's why we must do everything we can do and keep our eyes on him. He said he is
during your tenure as
the wisest, and we are expecting him now to behave like the wisest. And what is the wisest, and what are we expecting from anybody that will be the wisest in Nigeria and in Biafran land? That thing we are expecting is people that will understand what Biafrans are passing through in Nigeria. People that will understand the agenda of the Fulanis. People that will understand what the Fulanis came to do in Biafran land. These are the things we are expecting that they should know. So let me bring something here and analyze. For Biafrans to know that we are here to make sure that we bring this gospel the way our people will understand it. Even if we are not doing it perfect, we will keep on trying. Yes. Is it clear? Biafrans, if you watch this picture, if you watch this picture close, I don't know if it is very clear out there. If you watch this picture close, you will see Onyi Igbo. These are the Ohaneze Ndigbo people. These are the Ohaneze Ndigbo people. And here, you can see Nigeria. Here is Biafra, and here is IPOB. These are Biafrans. All of them are sinking with Nigeria. These things came up from between the time of DOS and the autopilot, when they kidnapped our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That was when this picture came up. If you see here, you will, if you watch here now, you will see Nigeria. You will see IPOB. You will see Biafra. And you will see Igbo. I want to know how to bring this in very, very well. We are not that perfect in this thing, but I must analyze this video. Yeah. Please, is it clear? Biafrans, is it clear? Exactly. Now, yes, one way and another, we must get it. If you see this picture, you will know, and they found out that Igbo people, Ohaneze ndị Igbo, they concentrated in saving Nigeria. But Nigeria died since 2014. Nigeria amalgamation was in 2004, and Nigeria expired in 2014. Ohaneze ndị Igbo keep on leading their own children to go on to build and develop Nigeria. That's why you see them here saving Nigeria. Every now and then, the only people that is saving Nigeria is Ndi Igbo. But to see the baby child called Biafra, and this is IPOB trying to save Biafra, Igbo is on top of that place. Igbo is on top of that place. Igbo cannot save Nigeria, cannot save IPOB. You understand? Igbo cannot save IPOB. Rather, they are ready to save Nigeria. They are ready to save Nigeria, but they don't want to save IPOB. You see it? You see it? This is the video. If you look here now, you see. This is Ohaneze ndị Igbo. Sometimes you study, a picture speak more than 1,000 languages. This is Oni Igbo. This is Ohaneze ndị Igbo. This is the stand of Ohaneze ndị Igbo in a better position. In a better position, Ohaneze ndị Igbo stands to save Biafra. Biafra is more close for them to save them. This is the baby child called Biafra. And this is IPOB that is making sure that Biafra come to light. But Ohaneze ndị Igbo go on spreading their hands while Biafra is more close to them. Look at them saving Nigeria. Are you getting it? Look at them saving Nigeria. How many people get what we are doing here now? Eh? Please let us. What do you say? Please let us fight for our freedom. Yes, we are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting for our freedom. Chiji. We are fighting for our freedom. When this war you are clamoring come, remember that a lot of people blamed Ojukwu to fight for Biafra. Don't forget that the Igbo people blamed Ojukwu like Ifeajuna. Like Ifeajuna, a lot of people betrayed Ojukwu. So why we are still sanitizing the brain of our people is for our people to know, when as you are saying here now, let us fight this thing once and for all, and the fight for the liberation of our leader. Our leader knows all this thing. That's why he said we should go on to sanitize the brain of our people. And sanitizing the brain of our people. Today, Iwe Anyanwu has become the president of Ohaneze ndị Igbo. Now, Iwe Anyanwu has become the president of Ohaneze ndị Igbo. What is his agenda? His agenda is what he have just said here. That Igbo is not only 5 states, but Igbos are found in 13 states in the eastern region, speaking as a Biafran. And that's why they created Naira. Never allow Igbo man to rule. That's why they created Naira. If you watch, you will see Peter Obi. You will see that Nigerians came together and voted Peter Obi to power. Peter Obi won an election. But Nigerians are not ready. Fulanis are not ready to hand over to Peter Obi. Why? Because they know that if Peter Obi enter there, Peter Obi will change Nigeria. Peter Obi will use the illusion of Igbo man and rebuild Nigeria. That's the reason. That's the reason they don't want to give it to him, because Nigeria is not restructured to become a developed country. It's not restructured. Fulanis have restructured Nigeria the way it will favor them. That's why they are carrying ethnic cleansing, carrying Ruga, and they're carrying all manner of atrocity going on in that country. Are you getting it? But why we are now concentrating on Iwe Anyanwu? Iwe Anyanwu says that he is now the strongest and the wisest. Now everybody has gathered up together and voted him. His height is above every other person, both young and old. Now, what is the interest of Igbo people? What is the interest of Igbo people? That is what we are trying now to ask Iwe Anyanwu, if he really know the interest of Igbo people. And the purpose of our meeting, our message today now, why Iwe Anyanwu come and why we should concentrate in supporting him. Iwe Anyanwu has no option. If they are fighting for power, the power have been reshaped. Nnamdi Kanu now is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. And Nnamdi Kanu is this person you are seeing here now. This is Nnamdi Kanu, because Biafra is motherland. You see, this is a woman. This is the IPOB. Fighters that makes up men and women. Fighters of IPOB are lifting up Biafra, this baby child here now. But Ohaneze Ndigbo is in the better position to save Biafra. When they save Biafra, they can be able to save indigenous Nigerians. But look at their hands, where it's pointing, and the people they want to save. We are here to make sure that Iwe Anyanwu understand the reason he is there and what we are expecting from him as the wisest. The wisest now is Peter Obi has won the election. They denied him the seat. We from Autopilot, we know that Peter Obi will win the election. But we know already that Fulani will not give him the power to go and rule. We know that the Fulani is not going to give him the power to rule. Then Peter Obi continue fighting for the position which he himself doesn't know how to protect. And that thing brings us here now to this image. If you watch this image, this is Ahmadu Bello. Ahmadu Bello says the new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our great grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power, which is directed to Peter Obi and every other Igbo person that has interest to become Nigerian president, including Iwe Anyanwu. We must use the minorities of the north as the willing tools and the south as a conquered territory and never allow them to rule over us and never allow them to have control over their future. How many people is getting what we are doing here now? Ahmadu Bello, these people have foreseen the future. They have foreseen the Fulanis has planned the map of Nigeria. They called their own brothers. They called their people. They bring them together. And they instructed them, when you see Buhari killing people, do not come out to blame anyone, because their attention is to capture Nigeria. If they are doing ethnic cleansing, don't come out and shout and blame them. That's why you see them when some Fulani people stand against the atrocities the lineage of Uthman and Fodio are committing. They will call that person to order, or they will assassinate the person. Other people will not talk. Are you getting it? But when it comes to the life of our people, the Igbo man will jump out and begin to blame his own brother. Why are we sanitizing our people? Because of what is to come. Hello? Si te llama ahora, por favor. Sorry for that. Then, our people are not really following all this thing that is happening here. And that's why we must keep on sanitizing until our people get to understand the reason when our prime minister give order on what we have to do. Then we will obey it and come respect whatever he says, because whatever he says goes. My fellow Biafrans, if you watch here, you will see our leader, Mazi Ohamadike I, the light of Africa. Then, if you come again, you will see the document here when the Nzama people have been criticizing our prime minister. This is the document when he was preparing this bunch of documents. He was submitting this document to the table of United Nations. And we are calling on all Biafrans to come together and unite, because without unity, it will be difficult for our people to make it. We've been calling our people. When you look here now, see, all these hands are the hands of the United Nations, hey, which Madam Azoka had a meeting with. You see it here. Do you see it here now? When Madam Azoka, these are the people that has this hand when they make the unity. But that time, Peter Obi is still running up and down with a Colonel Lang, the British Prime Minister, who is authorizing Ohaneze Ndigbo to be killing their own brothers. This is when they are planning how to unite with this world leader, women leaders, in a World Council of leaders of this world. People don't know when all this thing has been going on, and we are bringing some of all these things to your table, because there is no need you trying to spend your energy to say you will bring Simon Ekpa down. Today, why are we here and what are we doing? Why we are here is to make sure you understand the reason we must make sure our eyes is on the ball. looking towards Iwu Anyanwụ. We are looking towards Iwu Anyanwụ. What do you say? Peter Obi is a distraction, but he has failed. Yes, freedom is taken. Peter Obi came to distract. We know when this command and control came in place. All these people, Ndenzama and the attackers of Simon Ekpa, the people who took it upon themselves to bring Simon Ekpa down. And we took it upon ourselves to uplift Simon Ekpa. These are the people who went to support Peter Obi. They went to support Peter Obi, thinking that Peter Obi is coming to win an election for them to have access. You know, we know already that Peter Obi, even if he wins the election, he is not going to rule Nigeria because Nigeria has been restructured in the favor of the Fulanis. And as we are doing this thing, we go on telling our people they must come back from that place they are going because it is not going to help them. So,
antes de orar, toma un segundo.
So, am I still coming out, please? These are publicities in this analysis we are making.
Para pensar en lo que estás a punto de hacer. Es asombroso.
Let's analyze it again.
In United States. My name is Honorable Azuka Charles Nwankwo from the state of Texas in United States. And the leader of Umada BIAFRA worldwide. I am a businesswoman. And then the defense minister and the deputy finance minister for the Biafran Republic government in exile. I really want to thank the International Women's Peace Group for organizing this beautiful seminar. And of course,
we have shown you the picture of those international women group where we are talking about building bridges. Building bridges is when you go on to explain to people the need they must give you a listening ear. When you go on explaining to people the need they must listen to you because we are into democracy. And the democracy we are into, Madam Honorable Azuka is working with the American government. She is working with the world leaders. She is working with international community. And she said inside her, if American and world leaders can come to her and seek advice on how to make America great, why can't she change the energy she is devoting to make America great? Why can't she devote that energy and push it to save her own people? That is the reason you see Madam Azuka fighting for Biafra. Are you getting it? The same thing goes to Obatobia Simon Ekpa, which is the Prime Minister of Biafra today. This man is a decision maker. In Finland government, he is giving his best, just like you who is living in abroad, giving your best to promote the interests of other people. Are you getting it? To promote the interest of other people, to promote another people. But we call on you. You say the men, Simon Ekpa say, man, when Finland government need his attention, he will give them anything they want. He will bring positive idea. Up to when they see the kind of energy he is devoting in the Finland government, they gave him local government chairman to be ruling. And the local government chairman in Nigeria people worship them like God. He moved with a convoy. Check the level of a local government chairman in Nigeria, then compare it to a local government chairman of Europe, which you know that you who studied in Nigeria, you had PhD in Nigeria. You had PhD in Nigeria. Freedom, what do you say? That's the meaning of being a servant. Yes, we are coming there. So, you have PhD in Nigeria. You have master degree in Nigeria. You are a graduate in Nigeria. But if you come to Europe as a graduate, they will send you back to secondary school where they have to evaluate your study. If you have master degree, they have to send you, they downgrade you back again to the university where you can be able to, they will downgrade you to know your level, your understanding, because they know that Nigeria deny you proper education. Then imagine some people like Honorable Madam Azoka Nwankwo working with world powerful women of this world, giving them ideas. Are you getting it now? Then imagine Simon being the prime minister. These people, they are the dragon and the dragonist. These people came together. They said, man, why can't we give what we have to save our people? That is why you see all this meeting going on, which we have to play a little what she told them.
I want to equally extend my women's greeting to our sister, Dr. Joy Irobe, for making this possible. And when I saw the invitation to come and speak about the life-threatening plights of the Biafran people, I said,
Sorry for that advertisement. So, hope you are following. Don't get angry with us because, see, we are trying to learn. We are improving every day. There is no harm in trial. There are some people that studied in Nigeria. They don't even know how to save their own people. We are doing the work of journalists and we are doing the work of pastors, undermining that we did not study it. But remember what? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu counted on Simon Ekpa. He asked him, are you a journalist? Mazen Simon Ekpa said no. He is not a journalist. Then he said, for this reason, I know
so that this organization is into would like to support peace, threatening communication to prevent the upsurge of conflicts and agitation between Biafran Republic and Nigeria. I was so excited. Now, I want you to go with one thing today, and I want you to leave it indelible in your memory that the Biafran people are peace-loving people. No region loves Nigeria more than the Biafrans. They are seen in air.
Biafran people are the peace-loving people. We have to be preaching. You know, we are 555 vision, 555 vision. In case if you have not subscribed, subscribe and join us. Listen, Biafran people are the most peace-loving people ever in the history. Only Igbo man welcome a foreigner before his own brother. Am I lying? The people who is watching, am I lying? When a visitor visits an Igbo man, whenever a visitor visits an Igbo man welcome a visitor first before his brother. The peace-loving people. That's why they open their arms well and they receive every other person in Nigeria, undermining that they are the first existing beings in Nigeria. They say the Fulani, okay, you can come. Outside, you can come. Okay, half here and half here. This is your area. This is exactly what the Honorable is presenting to the world Igbo leaders. Angela Michael is aware of this meeting they are talking about. Hillary Clinton is aware of this meeting she is talking about. World leaders is aware of this meeting. That's why our Prime Minister says that next week, Biafran government in exile are going to write a note to OAU, Organization of African Unity, asking them the referendum submit, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu submitted at OAU, which they said they will answer. The answer has been expired last year, October. And he says that by next week, the Biafran government in exile is going to write to OAU and they ask them, what is the outcome of the request of referendum, which Biafran people, our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, requested in your table? Are you getting what we are now talking about? That thing they requested in your table, what is now the answer? We have already seen that our submits are there on the table of United Nations. We have already seen that our submit is there on the table of United Nations. Next week, this thing will also go to OAU. And the Biafra Prime Minister told you that he is not a gentle Prime Minister. He is a radical Prime Minister. Then I say, before you fight, you have to ask an AG of Nogu in Igbo land. EAG of Jidogu. What we are doing in case of the people who is saying go to war, go to war, go to war. War is not the thing. Before you go to war, ndị Igbo say mkpegbu ka mma kara ntigbu. Ọkwa eziokwu? Mkpegbu ka mma kara ntigbu. That is, if someone is abusing you, and you come on and begin to lay complaint, telling people, this thing you are doing to me, I don't like it. You are killing our people. We can't continue watching over you, killing our people. You are destroying our farmland. We can't continue watching over you, destroying our farmland. You are raping our brother, our sisters. We can't continue watching over you, raping our sisters. Our pregnant women, you rape them, and after raping them, you use knife and open their stomach. The baby inside the stomach will fall out, and you will let the woman to die under misery. We can't go on watching over you doing this thing. And that is the reason you can bring your cow will destroy our farmland. And after destroying our farmland, then you want us to keep quiet. That is what the Honorable is now presenting on the table of world woman leaders. And hear what Honorable told world woman leaders.
Every cranny of Nigeria contributing to the national development. Yet, whenever the Biafrans seek for political level playing ground or equal opportunity in Nigeria, she will be harassed, intimidated, killed, and frustrated. Biafrans are the real national builders in Nigeria, yet there is a systemic plot to keep the Biafrans in Nigeria very poor, intimidated, and subjugated. There is no single functional seaport in the whole of the eastern region of Nigeria. There is no one single operational international airport in Biafra land. There are no good roads, no electricity, no hospitals, no running water in this modern 21st century. Yet, Biafrans are the most traveled, the most that imports and exports commodities in all of Nigeria. The federal government of Nigeria designed an unlegislated policy to take away Biafra land and give it to the terrorist Fulani headers who invades the Biafra land.
Yeah, my brothers and sisters, young and old. This message Honorable is presenting here today is on the table of world women leaders, which we have shown you the picture. And it happens that these fallen demons does not value the efforts of these our great women. And our people go on asking, why is it that some people like Ubi Kubano is not supporting Biafra? Our people are going on asking, why is it that E-Money is not supporting Biafra? Our people go on claiming and calling people like Philippe Magwale, why are they not supporting Biafra? But our people have not been able to defend the few people that came out to support Biafra. Rather, what did they do? What they do is they go on criticizing the people who sacrificed their lives, their businesses, their offices. They risk everything to make sure that they give you freedom. And these fallen demons, this their message they dropped yesterday. They said they are tired of fighting the Obatobie. We will use it somehow to balance this our message today. Let us hear more.
That is Bido pronounced will become the ambassador of Oyobana, focus on how to bring our leader out. After going to go in Africa, where you make your reference. Africa's away for where non-age, the truth is that
Akwema, you people, our freedom. Thank you for commenting. Thank you so much for commenting. This is exactly what we want to be seeing. People writing comments. When you write comments, it gives us morale to continue.
They are killing, raping our mothers and our girls, killing and kidnapping our Biafrans in a bid to occupy Biafra land by force. The agitation of Biafra is the product of the systemic injustice of Nigeria against Biafran people. We call for a peaceful referendum, for Nigeria to organize a referendum supervised by the United Nations, and instead, Nigeria declare a war on Biafran agitators and Biafran people. I don't know if you know that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, was kidnapped and extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria by the Nigerian government. He was arraigned in court several times, and at the end, the court declared Mazi Nnamdi Kanu innocent. But the federal government of Nigeria is still holding him captive as I'm speaking to you.
So, Biafrans, why are we, sometimes we will repeat whatever that has passed? Why are we doing it? If you go to Bible was written 500 years after the death of Jesus Christ, which means Bible has been there 1,500 years. and all these pastors that's supposed to be carrying this gospel the way Honorable is carrying it, so that we can be able to have a land, secured land called our own. They go on preaching one thing without extension. So we will preach Biafra, and the Biafra will have their own Bible, and our upcoming generation will still preach the gospel, preaching it in the sense that the way the woman called Ruth in the Bible existed in the Bible, that is the way Honorable Madam Azoka will exist in Biafran Bible. The way Simon Peter existed in the Bible, that is the way Simon Epa will exist in Biafran Bible. The way Jesus Christ exists in the history, that is the way Nnamdi Kanu will remain in the history. The way all these followers of Jesus, disciples of Jesus, spread their own gospel, that is the way we are doing it, bringing this gospel down to our own land, where everybody will understand exactly what is going on. They will rape you. They will make you homeless. Our people now has forgotten that there have been flood that came from Cameroon, where they called the Fulanis, the Nigerian government, to go and block the Atlantic Ocean. They took Nigerian money, the money belonging to me and you, which you should think, instead of spending your time to ask for accountability, instead of spending your time to fight Madam Azoka, instead of spending your time to fight Simon Eba from DOS, try to remember all the bad things the Nigerian government is doing. You cannot do those things. What you can do is to be spending on your energy to say that you will bring Simon Eba down. But you have forgotten that flood came out from Cameroon, from Atlantic Ocean, wiping out people. Nobody is talking about that one again. Fulani APC government seized all your money in Nigeria. You don't have access to your money. People begin to die out of hunger. You forgot those things. But what you keep in front of you is how to bring Simon Eba down. How to put Simon Nnamdi Kanu inside the SA dungeon. That is the area our people, Ohaneze Ndigbo, Eastern governors, colluded with Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the DOS, and they put Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is fighting for the same thing Honorable is defending today, in front of world Igbo leaders. That is where she is talking. And we have shown you the picture of those women. Some people that doesn't even supposed to be existing, they will spend their time telling us what we are not even ready to hear. Are you getting it? You who is, write us some comments, hit the like button so that the people will know that 555 Vision is here. Are you getting it? So we hear from her and hear things she placed on the table of world Igbo women.
Meanwhile, the terrorist Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, because the ISWAP, etc., terrorist groups who are mainly the northerners that has killed and maimed thousands of Nigeria who migrated from the Sahel region of Africa.
Imagina por un momento que pudieras crear aplicaciones móviles sin programación, sin experiencia, y que a su vez esas aplicaciones
unmerited, positions in the Nigerian army of their choice. This injustice is the main cause of the agitation and government declaration of war and hostility towards the Biafrans. Is fueling the insecurity and unwarranted bloodshed, especially in Biafra land. What is the way forward? Nigeria should cease hostility towards Biafran people Nigerian military should be pulled out of the streets. Of course, they should be pulled and returned to their barracks. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be freed unconditionally.
Nigerian military should be pulled out. These are what she submitted from with the power of Biafran government in exile, which Simon Ekpa is the prime minister. These are the things they submitted on the table of Igbo world leaders. That Nigerian people should remove their military out of the way, because it is not normal that the military will have every 1 kilometer, every 500 meters, there is checking point. Every 500 meters, there is checking point in the on the street of Easterners. Yeah, people that has been held hostage, they don't have freedom. They don't have freedom of expression. They don't have freedom of to express themselves. You don't have freedom of movement. One checkpoint to another. Killing people, taking bribes. This is what is inside the luggage which she submitted in front of the world Igbo leaders. In case of those people who say, who is analyzing whatever they can do, look at the video. Tell me if you suck the breast of your mother. Tell me how you can make me to believe that Honorable Madam Azoka Nwankwo is not supporting Biafra. With what my eyes have seen, I will give everything to defend them. Are you getting it? Because we have seen the hands that submitted those documents there. And the signature of Madam Azoka was there. And she was telling them, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then when someone is trying to tell you to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go back again. You will see when Emmanuel Kanu, the younger brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, says that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the face of this agitation. Meaning that every other person, including Iwe Anyanwu, is eager to have his own freedom. Peter Obi need freedom. What are their names? Even the governors. They need freedom. But everybody is fighting for freedom in one way and the another. But what do? Which people is getting it right? The people who is getting it right are the people who is following the right process. The people that has been following the right process, these are the people that is getting it right. And when we know that you are getting it right, what does it take out of us to make sure that we give you the kind of support you need? We bring out our time to serve. We bring out our time to make sure that we spread this gospel. We bring out our time to explain. Because if we are serving in the church and we put coat and the suit and the tie, people will give us respect. When we tell them to sit down, they will sit down. When we tell them to stand up, they will stand up. If we tell them to shout hallelujah 20 times, you will see them, they will make sure they will shout that hallelujah 20 times without breath. But we say we will deliver this gospel in the favor of our people. Because Oyakinome, Oyedepo, Ananche, all those Olympic pastors and the criminal pastors that prayed for Peter Obi, those people are preaching Christianity in the favor of Israel and to fill their own personal pocket. They will divert your attention that you will be thinking about Israel, promoting Israel. Why Jesus himself is telling you, oh Lord, let thy kingdom come, which he was referring to the Biafra, which Madam Azoka now is telling the whole world Igbo leader, world woman leaders, that the real kingdom of God on this planet Earth is where she came from. The strongest archaeologists and astronomers, they says The history of this world can never be complete until Africa is revisited. The history of this world can never be complete until Africa is revisited. And what are they trying to say? When we research with them from the University of Bible University of Jerusalem, we ask them, where is Garden of Eden located? The teachers on that university, they said that they are sure that the Garden of Eden is not located in Jerusalem, neither in the territory of Israel. Then where is the Garden of Eden located? This world is living on lies. They know the truth. When you put your idea together and study Old Testament, first, you will go to the Genesis. You will see that the name they mentioned that place is Ada. Ada is the first name of every Igbo person in this world. Every male, every female issue of any man in Igbo land, the first name is Ada. Ada is mentioned in the Bible. And Israel has the same name, Ada. Which people have the name? Which people are the original people? Then pastors are praying to promote Israel, but we took oath that we will preach this gospel to our own favor, the way it will favor us, the way our kingdom will be remain, the way Fulanis will not take our land away from us. Freedom is taken, but not given. I believe religion church and the zoo has done well concerning the evil agent, the innocent. Okay. The religious leaders in Nigeria, my brother, these people, check Oyekinome, for example. Oyekinome, do you know when he started? When Oyekinome started, he said, atmosphere for miracle. Miracle, miracle, miracle. They will seize their teeth and begin to speak English. And all our young girls will be running that place because he put on a beautiful tie. All our young girls will run their place and begin to pray for husband. But you let your own husband to go to Europe and begin to live with a woman of 60 years. A young boy, flashy, beautiful, handsome boys, 24 years, 25 years. They will go to Germany. They will be living with a woman of 60 years. And then Nnamdi Kanu told you people that you guess women do it like Madam Azuka, Honorable Madam Azuka is doing it today. That when Biafra comes, that all of these our guests you see today now trying to teach you how to get women and how to get, because our guests, they are too virgin. They don't even know what life is talking about concerning men and women. They are the most backward people when it comes to relationship. Our guests. Then Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, listen, you guests, come out because your own husband are the people who is running away from the land, going outside to look for something to eat. Your own husband are there in Malaysia. Many of them are inside jail. They are in China. Many of them are inside jail. Igbo boys circulate all over this world, including Papua New Guinea. When you go that place, you will see Igbo people. And these are the husbands belonging to many of our women. And they are telling you people, leave this comedy you people are doing. Concentrate to bring back all your men to secure you. If not, Fulanis will be taking advantage of you to be giving birth to all these people you see today now, fighting Simon Eba and the Madam Azok. Because Fulanis are the people that pregnated the mothers of those people. Because any reasonable Igbo person cannot be able to say that Simon is not genuine in this struggle. Let us continue to play this thing. Because I have played this thing more than once now. Because we know the impact and the importance of what Madam Azoka has done and what she has submitted on the table.
Additionally, according to the court's verdict, Nigeria should organize a referendum supervised by the United Nations for a no-conflictual exit of Biafra from the Nigerian state. International Women Peace Group invited me here today to initiate a peace seminar to discuss the Nigerian aggressions towards Biafrans' request for freedom. A request for freedom is not a call for war, because we don't want war. It's what happens in every civilized clime except Nigeria. Remember, the holy book, the Bible, says that blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons and daughters of the Almighty God. Your objectives are very laudable, but never politicize your findings. I plead with you. I've explained to you the reason for the agitation. I've explained the government-sponsored hostility towards the Biafran people, the stark-naked injustice of Nigeria towards Biafran geographic space, and the condescended attitude of Nigeria towards the request for peaceful referendum. Now, it's your turn to take this message to Nigerian governments. It's your turn to take this message to the international community.
She told them, now is your turn to take this message to Nigerian government. Now is your turn to take this message to international communities. And when she did this thing, those people she sent the message, every other person, the people you see in that picture, all of them has their own department. Everyone will go find its way. You understand? Now she has passed the information, and which people attended that meeting? World Igbo women, people from China, people from Japan, people from Canada, people of America, people of Australia, people of Europeans, the Spanish, the German, the Swiss, the Holland, every part of this world attended that meeting. And what are you telling me? Why are we still analyzing this thing? Why we keep on analyzing is because of what we are going to hear now. Listen, because
it's your turn to tell Biafrans or to tell Nigerians that it's time to let Biafran people go. Except they have made up their minds to exterminate Biafrans from the surface of the earth, as they tried to do in 1966 through 1970. If that is what they are taking, if that is what they're conspiring, I want you to give them this message. I want you to deliver this gospel to
Biafrans that is watching. When we are doing something, we do with law. If you go to our Facebook, you will see where we hang that place. Justice, equity, fairness, and otherwise. And everybody that is waiting for what will happen and what is about to come. Listen to what Madam Azoka told international world women leaders. If the plan of the Fulanis is to terminate our race, if the plan of the Fulanis is to estimate us, if the plan of the Fulanis is to make sure that the Igbo man does not exist, just like the way they are doing it in Lagos now, using Tinubu, Muslim ticket, killing our people without any revenge. And this is what Honorable presented on the table.
To them, that this generation of Biafra would defend themselves. I want you to appeal to international communities to come to our aid.
Listen again.
I want you to appeal to international communities to come to our aid, because we don't want war. We want to coexist with other nations. We want to have a nation of our own and build a living for our people. This generation of Biafra would defend themselves. This generation of Biafra would defend themselves. That this generation of Biafra would defend themselves.
Are you hearing it?
I want you of Biafra would defend themselves. This generation of Biafra would defend themselves. This generation of Biafra would defend themselves.
What do you hear?
I want you to appeal to international communities to come to our aid, because we don't want war. We want to coexist with other nations. We want to have a nation of our own and build a living for our people. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for having and letting me speak here. I appreciate, and I will always remember. Thank you, and God bless.
So, fellow Biafrans, we have delivered the message which we have for now. So we have to do other things, because we must live as well. Biafrans, share the message. May this message go viral, because only a tree heard that is going to die and they remain at one place. Only a tree heard that and they remain on one place until the tree is being cut off. Every other living creature will do something to make sure that his life is saved. That's why we are delivering this message the way we are delivering it, for our people to know, that what we have come to do, look at it, delivering this message for mankind to understand that we are no more joking. Look at it. Let Iwe Anyanwu know that they are the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo standing on top of this place. They are the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo standing on top of this place. This is Iwe Anyanwu. And this baby here is the Biafra. More closer and more easy, more light in weight to save. It is easier to save Biafra than to save Nigeria. More easy to save Biafra than to save Nigeria. More easy to save Biafra than to save Nigeria. And that's why Obato Obie says, we have to, yes, thank you. Obato Obie says, we are not going to fight Iwe Anyanwu, but let Iwe Anyanwu know that he has no option than to listen to them Send this message even to Iwe Anyanwu and those Ohaneze Ndigbo, every other person, that in their adage, in their parable, they say, na onye njenje ka onye isi awụ amamihe. A traveler is wiser than the gray-haired man. Iwe Anyanwu, look at you and look your children. Look at you there, Ohaneze Ndigbo, and look at your children. And you are saving the people. You are talking about one creating another state in Nigeria, in Igbo land. That is what you need. Then we don't need another state. What we need is to save Biafra in order for us to retain our culture. So that is the reason we cannot attack Iwe Anyanwu. And our prime minister says Iwe Anyanwu is one of us. If he give us all that to go and the pieces Iwe Anyanwu, we did it on the time of Nyanwodo. We send in Nyanwodo run away. We put fire on the ass of Nyanwodo. People, you know, which people knows when we are firing on Nyanwodo here. We fired him until he ran away from that place. You understand? But Igbos have no option now than to come together. That is the only option left for Igbo people in this world today now, to come together and become a broom, form a good broom. And that's why when we are preaching, we will tell you to come up with your own idea, with your own contribution, with anything you have, in order for us to make sure that our message is being heard, our message circulates all over place, that our message go around the world, that what we are doing is being heard. That is the reason. And here is in Nyanwodo. In case of some people that
Con Trainline puedes comparar todos los trenes y tarifas y reservar tu billete.
Lovers of freedom, we are coming and we are learning every day. This thing we did today now is we are learning it, and we will be doing it, however, whether we do it right or we do it wrong. People are here and the people watched what we are doing, and a lot of people understand. Freedom is taken and it's not given. Biafra must be taken away from the people that is holding it. That is what we assure you, because our eyes have seen the movement the Biafran government in exile is doing. And our job is to deliver the message. Thank you, all of us of freedom. If you come across, we are 555 vision, and we have come to serve Biafra with 555 vision. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. If you have not subscribed, then do it and turn on the notification button and give us more energy. Giving us energy is to share it, and we will see that the message is circulating. They took the brain of our people. Our graduates have become comedians. Our master degree holders are working with the Fulanis to colonize their own people. And our PhD holders are working for them and writing the papers for them to colonize us, you know, to take away our culture, to take away our tradition, take away religion. Also, even those people that love Jesus most, even those people who say that they have the same night dinner every day with Jesus, pastors, they are nowhere to be found defending Jesus. Only few. Many are called, but few is chosen. Love you all.